All right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to today's weather video. Happy Thursday out there. Hope you guys are having a great day. And let's jump into it. So taking a look at the national view here, and as you can see, it is pretty quiet overall. We do have some rain activity, down in Dixie Alley, the southeastern part of the country. Even some snow in Tennessee and Kentucky. Look at that. There is some snow kind of near the Nashville area, just a little bit west of Nashville. Thought I'd mention that. Now for our area, we are dealing with just plain cold air. We did finally get out of the Arctic bitter cold temperatures. Now we are still pretty cold out there, but it is not as bad as it was last night or this morning. It was a lot colder. If you watched the video I did this morning, we went over the windshield map from this morning, and there were some minus 20s across our area. Minus teens and minus 20s. It was very cold. Now at the 2:30 hour, we are at 16 in Sioux Falls, so we did rebound a little bit, but we are still cold. That is still way below normal for this time of the year. We should be in the upper 30s, and we are in the teens. 18 in Watertown. We got 18 in Aberdeen. 34 in Pierre. 37 in Rapid City. It is actually 41 in Chamberlain, believe it or not. 43 in Winter. 30 in Mitchell. So you go just a little bit west of Sioux Falls even, and we're significantly warmer. Sioux Falls, we still have that snowpack. So these areas that are colder, that a lot of that is because of the snowpack that we have over the area. 43 in Valentine, 45 in North Platte. It's obviously warmer down in Nebraska too, where we don't have much snow. 34 in O'Neill. We got 28 in Grand Island, but then you got 19 in Omaha where we got some snow. 16 in Des Moines, and Iowa is still really cold. 12 in Cedar Rapids, 9 in Waterloo, 10 in Spencer, 7 in Mason City. Up in Minnesota, we got 10 in Minneapolis. We got 7 in Rochester. 7 in Mankato. We got 10 in Worthington. We got 12 in Morris. And overall, it is just a plain cold day out there. But again, if you go out west, it is a lot different picture. It's a lot more mild with temperatures in the 30s and 40s out west. So we're going to get to the latest model runs, and we'll take a look at what's ahead in your forecast, take a look at the weekend forecast. There's kind of a lot to it. We'll jump right into that here. But first, let's hear a brief word from our sponsors at CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
Okay, so as we take a look, firstly, I wanted to show you guys this real quick. This is the windshield map, and as you can see, these windshields have improved a little bit. Now, as we go throughout the rest of the day, these windshields are going to get a little bit better, but still across Minnesota and Iowa, we're still dealing with the windshields that are going to be, below zero. But they do improve as we go through tonight into tomorrow. They do improve, but then by Saturday, they're back into the picture here. As you can see, North Dakota, Minnesota, northeastern South Dakota, northern South Dakota, it comes back in there. -10 by Saturday for Aberdeen. That's a wind chill there. And so, it goes away for about a day, and then it comes back. So just wanted to mention that. Now, taking a look at the latest now Now, I want to go ahead and show you guys the precip outlook here in the future scan radar picture. And as you can see here, today is clear. We don't see anything on the map today. Things look very much quiet for today and tonight. And then as we go through your evening, there could be a few light snow showers up here in north central South Dakota, up near Mulbridge. That's certainly possible. Maybe even tonight across Aberdeen. Could be a few light snow showers, as you can see there. And then that will kind of move off. And then by tomorrow, there could be some lingering snow showers in Minnesota and northeastern South Dakota. And then we'll watch the next system come in Friday night into Saturday, as there is a little bit of a stronger system coming through there starting out west. It'll come out from Montana and Wyoming, and that low pressure will shoot into Nebraska and western South Dakota by Saturday. And then as you can see there, it moves east into the central regions of Nebraska and South Dakota, and then eventually into southeastern South Dakota. Now, if we switch gears here, wanted to go ahead and look at the European model, see what is showing up here. And for Friday, this is the look on Friday according to the European model. It's a little bit different than the HRRR. HRRR isn't showing a whole lot to this, but the European model showing a little bit more widespread and a little bit stronger across South Dakota into Minnesota. And it's at low pressure. So there could be a system tomorrow to watch, and then that will fade away. And then we watch the next system coming in on Saturday from the west. And as you can see there, Sioux Falls, eastern South Dakota there by Saturday afternoon. And then look at that. This map has remained the same for the last few days now. And it's been showing every day. It's been showing Sioux Falls getting impacted by this snowstorm on Saturday. So again, Saturday is the day to watch. That looks to be the strongest day for any kind of snow systems. That looks to be the day. And then that will clear on out, and then by Sunday, looks like another system coming from the west, western South Dakota, mainly getting in on this, and then eventually central South Dakota before the system quickly fades out by your evening on Sunday. So again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all chances of snow across our area. Now, it's going to be in different areas, of course, in different times, different days, but mainly Saturday looks to be the worst of it. And then how about your Monday? Well, it looks like we do have another system coming through. It looks like Monday morning there could be another hit of some rain and mix and snow showers across northwestern South Dakota into North Dakota. And then that will move east. It looks like Monday will mainly be across North Dakota into northern Minnesota. It looks like it's more of that kind of area. So we might get a break on Monday across our coverage area. And then on Tuesday, however, it looks like another system comes in. So over the weekend, we got the Alberta low coming through, and then we get a bunch of these little clipper systems each and every day. And there will be chances for that. It's just an active pattern. It's a classic winter pattern that we are in here. And again, Tuesday, another shot here for potential moisture and precip there in the form of snow mainly, but maybe some freezing rain up near Aberdeen on Tuesday, maybe Watertown. And then there you go, there's your snow in Minnesota. But then you watch another system coming in from the west by the time we get towards Wednesday. And it looks like western South Dakota into western Nebraska, another system to watch there by Wednesday. And then after that, things looks like we get a tiny bit of a break on Wednesday afternoon and evening, and then Thursday morning we get a little bit of a break. But then look at another system. This is a week out from today, showing another system coming through. It looks like every day, starting tomorrow, every day there could be a chance for rain or snow. It just depends on where you're at, depends on location. Obviously, it depends on what time. So just timing and locations are still yet to be determined. But it does look like another system coming in Thursday night, maybe even Friday. maybe even Saturday. Wow, it's just an active winter pattern that we are in now. So unfortunately, it's just something we got to deal with. Now, if we look at temperatures, take a look at your temperature map. Wanted to go ahead and look at this. We are looking at a cold period here. Now, starting us off, let's look at the European model. And then for a little bit farther out, longer range, we will look at your 10-day forecast. So over the next few days, what can we expect? Well, again, today, just plain cold. Now tomorrow, looks like we'll get a slight bump. We will be back to slightly below average for this time of the year across most of our region. Low 30s in Sioux Falls there, right around freezing, and 20s to low 30s in Minnesota and Iowa, and then out west 30s. Now for your weekend, looks like we're going to dip back a little bit in temperatures. So it looks like mid-20s in Sioux Falls. We got teens in Minnesota, 20s in Iowa. We got teens in northern South Dakota, 20s, basically the I-90 corridor, all the way to Wyoming. And then south there, Nebraska could be in the 40s and low 50s. And then finishing out your weekend, we got another cool down coming, it looks like, for Sunday mainly. Temperatures back into the single digits on Sunday across Iowa, Minnesota, eastern South Dakota. They're single digits. Another shot of Arctic cold, and then teens and 20s in the central regions, and then 30s out west. And then how about next week? Well, looks like it'll be a split difference here next week. Looks like the temperatures will be split. The eastern regions will be cold. The western areas will be warm. That's been kind of a theme too in this forecast. Teens in Minnesota and Iowa, 20s in the central regions, Sioux Falls in the upper 20s, but then 30s and 40s out west. And then Tuesday, a similar map. We got 20s in Minnesota, upper 20s to low 30s in Iowa. We got mid 30s in Sioux Falls, it looks like eastern South Dakota. But then you go out west, look at out near Rapid City. We could be near 60 degrees by Tuesday, 40s and 50s out west. And then how about Wednesday? Well, we're looking at a similar forecast. Again, teens and 20s in Minnesota, teens and 20s northeastern South Dakota, near 30 in Sioux Falls looks like. We got 30s and 40s out west again. And that's just kind of the theme of this forecast. Thursday, this is a week out from today, and we're looking at a similar map here. Teens and single digits in Minnesota, teens in Iowa. Then you got the Sioux Falls area, I-29 corridor in the upper 20s. And then you go a little bit west, and we are in the 50s. How about Yankton in the mid-40s? How about the Wagner area in the mid-50s? So that is quite the contrast if that plays out. And then maybe 60s down in Nebraska. Why not? There's no snow, and usually it's pretty mild in Nebraska, no matter what time of year. And then, we'll see what happens after that. I think we could fall back in temperatures again, maybe another Arctic blast by the following weekend. And here's another map I wanted to show you guys. This is a look at, as we go through the next few days, basically through your weekend forecast. We've been showing this map the last few days. This shows us where we could expect the snow to fall. And this is what we're looking at. This is according to the Euro model. And as you can see, through Sunday, this is where it ends up. So this is what it's showing. It's basically Montana into western North Dakota, and then northwestern and north central South Dakota could see anywhere from 1 to 4 inches of snow. Basically Mobridge over towards Buffalo, Faith, Pierre, anywhere from 1 to 4 inches there. And then you go in eastern South Dakota, Aberdeen to Watertown, Huron, Brookings, Sioux Falls, Mitchell, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches, maybe 5 in some spots. And then southwestern Minnesota, there could be a few spots there of 4 to 6 inches in southwest Minnesota, kind of near Worthington. And then you go into Iowa, and it looks like a little bit more will be found in Iowa, a little bit more widespread snow. Central Iowa there, anywhere from 3 to 7 inches of snow. Okay, so wrapping things up here with your 10-day forecast, starting with Sioux Falls here, we got 30s tomorrow, slight bump in temperatures. Probably going to be the nicest day of the entire 10-day. And then we're going to dip back in temperatures for your weekend, mid-20s on Saturday with chances for that snow. That's a pretty high chance of snow, by the way. I think Sioux Falls will easily get some snow here on Saturday. Overnight lows in the single digits, and then on Sunday, even colder with that, with the new snow on the ground. We will be stuck in the single digits to near 10 degrees in Sioux Falls. And then we'll start to warm up slightly. We'll get back into the 20s to low 30s for your week. There, overnight lows in the 20s, and then dropping again by the end of that 10-day forecast back into the teens and 20s. And each and every day, I would say starting tomorrow, there's going to be chances for snow. And then for the Aberdeen area, we're looking at a active forecast as well. Temperatures tomorrow, low 30s. And then we're going to fall in temperatures back into the teens for your weekend. Overnight lows in the single digits. And then next week, temperatures fluctuating, mid-20s on Monday, mid-30s on Tuesday, and then falling by the end of that 10-day back into the teens to low 20s. For the Pew area, another active forecast as well. We got temperatures in the 20s and 30s over the next few days. And weekend forecast, mid-20s there. With chances for snow, overnight lows in the teens, and then next week, 30s and 40s into the forecast. 45 on Tuesday, that looks to be the nicest day, and then we'll fall again in temperatures by the end of that 10-day back into the 20s. And then for the Rapid City area, also an active forecast ahead, but it does look like we'll get nicer temperatures where we don't have hardly any snow out there in Rapid. We got 40 tomorrow, we got 32 on Saturday, and then 40 on Sunday. So your weekend forecast actually not looking too bad, but not as good as next week. Look at some of these numbers next week. Upper 40s into the 50s by Tuesday. That is going to feel really nice. And then by the end of that 10-day, we'll mellow out a little bit back to near average for this time of the year. Overnight lows in the 20s and 30s. And this is sponsored by the Black Venom Outdoors and the Gatekeeper Security and Fence. So thank you guys for watching this afternoon's video. Hope you guys got something out of it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. And we will be back later tonight for another video. Braden will have a video for you guys later tonight. And don't forget, be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we are most active. Also be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And thank you guys for watching.